Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you to everybody. We appreciate all of your continued support over here at High at 9 News. And I got a few interesting stories today, but we're going to start off with this one today. California regulators embargo cannabis products from 3 companies. California cannabis regulators on November 9th issued an embargo on products from 3 companies, claiming these products have been adulterated, SFGate reported. The letter to the firms outlined by SFGate says the products may contain poisonous or deleterious, deleterious, deleterious substances by the Department of Cannabis Control, the DCC. They declined to provide further information, however. In an email to SFGate, David Hafner, a spokesman for the DCC, said the agency, in quotes, is currently investigating the facts and circumstances related to these products to determine the appropriate next steps, including whether a recall is necessary. The products affected by this embargo include Shark Bite Pacific Chemistry pre-rolls, West Coast Cure Biscotti disposable vape pens, and CRU Cannabis Mai Tai disposable vape pens. The DCC's letter directs all companies in possession of the products to immediately stop the sale of these products and hold on to them for further investigation. The DCC letter implies that the regulators may have information showing that the original third-party safety tests were inaccurate or that the products were adulterated after being tested. Hafner indicated that since 2021, the agency has issued 79 products embargoes. However, the DCC does not make them public unless they are subject to a mandatory recall. Well, look out for these 3 products on your shelves and make sure you're not able to purchase them. That is a pretty interesting one, and for the DCC to go this far, I find it extremely interesting, and I wonder what's really in those pens. And I also really wonder... And I wonder what you guys think about this, but I wonder if all 3 of those products were tested by the same testing lab. And this is Jason Beck for the High at 9 News on Thanksgiving morning. What do y'all have to say about this?
Wonder what it's adulterated with. You know, that really, I'm curious about that. And I mean, did it get past testing with anything in it? They now call adulterated, or like
it definitely,
you said, Jason, did it happen
it definitely got through testing, Dale, because it's on retail shelves. Yeah, it 100% got through testing. And how did they get tipped off about these products?
Somebody get that.
Good question.
Yeah. Maybe some disgruntled employee dropped a dime somewhere.
Well, you would need 3 different disgruntled employees all dropping the dime about the same thing from 3 different companies, though, Dale.
Okay. Well, maybe it's the same lab. I mean, we're kind of guessing and speculating here. I mean, the fact that they call it adulterated means something's in it that shouldn't have been there. I don't know that it's a contaminant that comes through the roots.
I bet it's hemp. I bet it's hemp-based distillate. It's been like it's reconverted distillate. That's my guess.
It's Delta 9 every time.
Oh boy.
There's going to be a common thread in here somewhere. I mean, we're looking at all these divergent different interests. Somewhere in there is going to be a common thread that ties this together. Maybe they got all the distillate from the same place, and somebody there got pinched or got pissed off.
That's possible too. That is possible too, Dale.
Great. All these pens are about to show up in Texas. Damn it.
Right? You know that's
your
exactly
local
to a gas station,
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know that's where they're going. Maybe some of them will end up in New York too, Stone. Maybe you'll get saved a little bit, and some of them will end up in New York.
Yeah, that's that E85.
Oh yeah.
That alternative gas.
Yes. Man, I just wish there was more news on this. I have a feeling that these guys all use the same lab, or to Dale's point, I think it's possible that they all bought distillate from the same provider and they all bought bad disty, and it just kind of tracked right along with it. But I just imagine
Shout out to SFGate, dude.
I just imagine
Like,
that how the
going deep.
DCC got found out about this. I imagine that they had to have sent just like some secret shopper into a store to buy some stuff and then go and test the products, and it just so happened that all 3 of these products had the same contaminant in
Yeah,
there.
SF Gate has been going deep on these investigative journalists.
Yeah.
The stories recently.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout out to
SF
them.
Gate.
Hopefully
Yeah,
that.
good look.
Hopefully they got
Well, remember
some
that stuff,
street
vitamin E acetate, they were
Yep.
thickening up vape pens with? I doubt it's something like that, or there would have been a lot more thrown out there. Grab it,
I
burn
agree.
it,
Yeah,
things like that.
I agree. There would have been some bigger stories in regards to like the health and safety of the general overall consumer base for sure. And I think the
Right.
DCC probably
Right.
even at that point they would have sent out some type of an email to like all the retailers and everyone that's on their email list that has a license, like notifying of that, like they commonly do. So that would be my guess, but who knows? Stranger things have happened.
Do you think that we will ever have another quote unquote vape crisis?
Vape?
Go.
Well, I
But
mean,
I hope not.
I think it depends on what you define as a vape crisis.
The vape hoax.
I mean,
That we went through?
I think it's definitely possible. I mean, the fact that there's still a lot of bootleg pens and things like that, I think it's definitely probable cause for that to manifest itself again. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Well, I would hope people had learned from the thickening agents, the vitamin E acetate period, that this is dangerous shit. People breathing stuff into their lungs. Just because it's okay to put on the skin doesn't mean you can thicken shit up and smoke it. So I'd hope people would learn that. And if somebody does get killed, listen, maybe you need to be tracked down and prosecuted for manslaughter.
Yeah, but
Because
Dale,
that's gross negligence doing shit like that.
I agree with you, Dale. But unfortunately, I believe that there's a lot of companies that don't give a shit about any of that. They only care about selling product and don't, and most of these are all trap products because they don't have to go through testing or anything, and those people really don't give a shit.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm looking.
agree.
I'm looking forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the day where you have affordable home testing kits, so you can actually test your own weed.
Yeah, and I
Right?
think
Like just like you can test other street drugs.
yeah,
Like something that you can buy over the counter it's not super expensive. It doesn't have to be reusable, but just something that you can actually test your shit, so you know exactly what's in it.
I feel you, but I feel like for the point of this is this, since it's all vape carts, I think a lot of it too is a lot of these bootleg carts or whatnot use some extremely cheap hardware, and a lot of it is the metals and whatnot are made from recycled metals, and so you have no clue what's really in there and how long these compounds can actually sit in those types of metal containers without causing an adverse chemical reaction, and that's what I worry about more than what kind of stuff they're putting in to cut distillate with.
Right. And big shout out to Dank Vapes.
Oh
Dank
boy.
Vapes came out. Dude,
Yeah, Dank Vapes is
they
back on
came
the
out of
retail
that whole
market.
thing.
Dank Vapes is back
Dude,
on
that's
the
what I'm
retail
saying.
market. Yeah.
They are back and they're legal, and they
Mhm.
came out of that thing unscathed.
Yeah, they did.
So big shout out to
Big
Dank
shout out
Vapes.
to Dank
They
Vapes.
came